Welcome to our table. Our table is a place to share a meal with friends, old and new, and a space to engage in meaningful conversation.
We'd like to invite you to join us at our table beginning on September 23rd at 5:30 p.m. for a 4-week Friday fellowship series entitled Learning to Listen in 3 Courses.
Rob, what are the 3 courses of listening?
So, much like a meal, we have a first course that kind of prepares our palate. And that course is to begin identifying the lenses or the biases that we use to see a question or a challenge around us. And then the second course, that main meal type course, the entree, is becoming aware that there are other points of view and approaching these complex situations, these volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, or VUCA challenges. With VUCA, yeah. Those VUCA challenges through the variety of lenses. And then we conclude with a dessert. And that is where we seek to find the face of God, to find the way of love in our lives in those challenges.
Okay, so what you can expect each week. Each Friday evening we'll gather, we'll share a meal. The meals are actually going to be culturally themed as we focus on a particular culture each week. We will then gain some insight into that cultural lens. And so we'll take that lens with us as we read a passage of Scripture, a story from Scripture that has a lot of the VUCA.
Yeah.
The issues of now are common in Scripture as well. And so those, help me with VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex,
and ambiguous.
Issues. And then we'll engage in a community conversation, really trying to look at in these VUCA kind of circumstances, where do we see the nature of, help me with these because I forget.
So the parables and the stories of Scripture hold up a lens before us. They hold up really a mirror before us.
Okay.
To show us the character and nature of humanity.
Okay.
And then from that we look and say, in that character and nature of humanity that we see there, is that faithfully or unfaithfully imaging the true character and nature of God?
So some wrestling around these topics in community with people who may think like us and who may not, who may share the lens that is most comfortable to us, but yet some that don't.
And that's the beauty of having multiple viewpoints is, the complex problems don't have a single approach, they don't have a single solution, but as we learn to listen, we learn to expand the way we see things, and we can find solutions in community that we'd never be able to find alone.
So after we've done that wrestling and had that community discussion, we'll end with a practice that will...
It invites us to reimagine the way that we see our day and to be able to look and pay attention to the ways that God is at work and to the invitations that God has us to participate in His work and in His love.
I think the most exciting part to me is that we're going to do this kind of from some lenses that are unfamiliar to us. So each week it'll have a little bit different focus.
Right, a little different lens that we explore things through, a way of seeing the way that others see, or at least inviting ourselves to be open to that. And so we'd like for you to join us. And so if you're not currently on our mailing list and would like to participate, please click the connect button in the comments or the discussion, the about portion of the YouTube video, and that'll take you to our email, and we'll be happy to send you directions to our house and any other information that you might have.
Well, we hope that you will be able to join us around our table. Good night.
Good night.